Okay, continuing on. Just going to hold shift here and then just come in and polish those up if I want. Yeah, nice and round. If you want it round like that, I actually don't. I want it a little more, you know, not as much of a radius on it. So I'm going to bring up my clip brush and just clip it in a little bit. Yeah, probably about right there, and then Dynamesh it, and let's bring that up, and then I could probably use that same trick, you know, round it off like that, or I really need to so let's undo that. It really probably needs a little bit better. Yeah, see how some of these are all kind of warped through there. Needs some relax, so just come down and run that, and that will also even things out, you know, make things rounded over a little bit on it. You can also use polish, and that can round things over a little bit. You can try crisp edges. Yeah, not really any crisp edges on that. You can also alter the topology there, so if you need a little bit more, you can have it fully enclosed or turn it off if not. So you know, once I get those looking kind of even, and the caps doing what I want, this also is kind of nice in that it has a little bit of draft on it. This thing looks a little thin, so I think I'm going to let's turn symmetry off, get my scale tool. Let's put that about right there, or I'm sorry, my move tool, and then I can scale shift, get a little bit thicker on there, and then re-Dynamesh it. And I may need to go back through that whole relax bit again. Let's just run that heavy. Oh no, just one pass on it is good. Okay, let's hide the polyframe, go back to draw mode, turn my symmetry back on, and let's see, let's come around to this end and do the pieces, do the bits for the stuff that needs to fit in to those. So, and I may want to hide, yeah, in fact, let me go ahead and hide the, or just use just solo. That's probably the easiest way to do that. And make my brush size just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to use masking on this. And with the symmetry on, you see I can mask that and get fairly nice circular masking without having to go back and get the circle stroke here for all that. And do that one. I think I can get it a little bit better. You just have to kind of sneak up on it. And I'm just going to go right out to the edge out there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to invert that. And now I'm going to drop my my radial count back down to 6. And here I probably will want to turn off solo mode and get a sense of where things are. Yeah, looking at it right there. Let's see. Wondering if flipping this thing around might be a better option, but I'll try it from here, and let's see, I think I can kind of get a sense of where it needs to be. Let's see, somewhere right along where I can see a little bit of a shadow there, so I'm just going to have to guesstimate on it a little bit. So let's go to solo mode and control, and then I just want to make kind of a circle right in there, and then make my brush size quite a bit smaller, and Control and Alt now, and center. And then let's add in some radial pieces to go to that, and let's do some centering. Size a little bigger. Let's do, yeah, kind of a circle. Again, sort of sneaking up on it. Let's see, brush size. Small again, and again, you could turn on the lazy mouse if you need help, kind of keeping the strokes straight. Let's see, and then look around. Another advantage to using the brush masking rather than the stroke is that it doesn't cut all the way through the mesh the way the stroke does. So, all right, once I've got these like this, now I can get my move tool. I'll turn symmetry off. I'm just going to click it out here just to make sure it's pointing down that normal to that piece. And now I need to kind of think about the length of it. So what I want to do is move this so my center point's about the depth that I want to make the, where I push this in, which is not quite halfway on this. So that looks a little long, so we'll move that back in. Let's try that. So I'm going to start that moving, hold shift, and just move it till my cursor kind of touches right on the outer edge. Let's take a look at that. That looks pretty good. Clear the mask, re-Dynamesh. That looks good. Let's unsolo it, see how the pieces fit in. Might need to do a little bit of adjusting on them to get them to really fit in. Or it might just be a matter of rotating the cap piece a little bit. But for the most part, those look okay. Definitely need to pull them back some, or move the cap. Either way. All right, let's do the other side now. For it, I just need. Let's turn my symmetry back on. Go back to draw mode. Brush size a little bit bigger. Let's see, let's make the, let's also run the count up. Go back to 24. And then it's easy to kind of sneak up on the, oh, I know something I probably need to do. Yeah, let's relax it. Makes it a lot easier to make sure that didn't miss anything. Ooh, that's a little too much. Let's do maybe, let's see if we can polish crisp edges and get a little bit out of it. No, don't like that. I may just have to bite the bullet on this end cap. Because I think relax is global. Let me see if I can mask it and just relax the kind of outer part of that thing. Oh, no, it might be. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, nice. Good to know. So now, come in and sneak up on it. That actually looks pretty good, like that. Maybe a little bit lumpy. Let me see if I can get that a little better. I think the trick is to just not go too far out to the end there, yeah. And try to keep the inner one fairly crisp. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's see, let's invert that. Get the move tool, turn the symmetry off. That should still be facing the right direction, but in case it's not, I'll put it out there. And here I just, again, don't want to go past halfway. So start it moving, hold the shift key. Yeah, you see there's where it's, it's going to kind of poke through. So let's keep it about right there. See how that looks. Make sure it's not sticking through. That looks good. Clear the mask, reDynamesh. Yeah, looking pretty good. I think I may again try that masking and relaxing trick to see if that can help with some of those edges. Yeah, looks great. Let's see if Dynameshing again will hurt anything. Nope, looking good, looking good. A little bit ragged on that edge right there, so I think I'm just going to leave that alone. If I do need to, say, polish those up, again, I could turn my symmetry back on, go to draw mode, brush that a little bit smaller. Could try relaxing it. I've got a feeling that's going to bevel it a little too much. Actually, it's not too bad. Ooh, yeah, it caused that to bevel some, so let's undo that. Might just have to bite the bullet on that one. You could try some of the trim brushes to see if you could get that to flatten off a little better. In fact, let's see, let's turn symmetry off. Make sure I've still got trim curve, clip curve rather, and try clipping it a little bit and seeing if that gives us a little bit crisper edge. Actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks like the hole's contracted a little bit, so I could probably mask that a little bit better. Try moving it. Yeah, that's getting out where those things would be sticking into it. Anyway, let's try transparent to see where those are relative to it. Yeah, that's looking fine. I think I'm going to see if I can widen those holes a little bit. So back out of transparent, go to solo, symmetry with 6, and draw mode. Let's see, how do I want to do that? Try. I don't think that's going to work. Here's where the circle stroke probably could be fairly helpful. Let's make sure it's square and from the center. Try to get it. Make sure everything's kind of roughly in the center there. Maybe tricky. Yeah, not quite a center. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's take these out about like that. Again, come to out here. Let's take that back to, yeah, it's going to do that. Freehand rather. And then I should be able to, see, got ones there, so don't want those, so Control Alt. Clear those, make sure it didn't clear anything in here. Invert that. And now I should be able to clip curve. I'm going to have to kind of guesstimate where this sort of depth is, but clip curve to that And I'll pick this up. First, let's check it, see what it did. Yeah, okay, it looks good. Clear the mask, re-Dynamesh. Ooh, those may be too big, but I'll come back in the next video